Sometimes you just gotta send it, bro. Nearly sharded in my britches on that jump, but this is the track review of this tropical track on the concepts graph little series that they have going on here. So if you guys remember that last snow track that I reviewed that actually had the falling snow on it, well, this is the tropical track made by the same people within the same series. So I wanted to come in here and just kind of see what was going on with this one. So it's cool. It's got a more of a high speed style, kind of like I'm pretty sure this is actually technically a Supercross series, but this is way more of what you would call like a kind of a hybrid-y, motocrossy. There's a ton of fast sections on this track, especially since they have it more smoothed off in the corners, and it's almost got like almost like a JGMX style, you know, perfectly smoothed out corner vibe to it. So you can definitely get in some crazy high speeds going on this track, and there's a couple of jumps you can completely send it. I mean, like the definition of sending it, you know, right here is one of them. So you can huck this all the way. Like, that's a pretty big jump, dude. And you can completely send it off of this shit right here, too, and smack your head on that barn. But there's a couple sections like that on the track as well. But, yeah, there's that really big jump that I hit before that was, I'll show you guys here in a second, but you got to hit the first part of it just perfectly to be able to get the proper amount of lift off on it. But this one right here, jumping all the way to right there, oh, dude, that is tricky for sure. No doubt about it. So, and in both of those areas, you actually end up colliding with a part of that barn or building or whatever the hell it is, but thank God it's not collidable, so you basically just ghost right through it and you're all good with it. But that kind of lets me know that the people that made this track had no idea that you were actually going to be capable of hitting that, because like usually, you know, you'll get a track that's got like if you're in a building or anything, oh, almost landed this front flip. I think that was a front flip. Yeah, right there, dude. I do that so much. But over there, like, I had where you'll like jump a bigger jump and you might run into an object or a banner or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like the person didn't even realize you were going to be able to hit that kind of jump on it. So you'll definitely notice that a little bit on the track. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it can definitely be underestimated how big of a jump you can actually hit on a super fast bike with a pro. You know, it can definitely be underestimated if you're more of an amateur or you're more of a beginner rider. You can, because the levels to this game are so crazy that there's jumps that you don't even think are possible of hitting, and then someone can go out there and huck it, you know, on a 450, and you're like, what in the hell just happened? And that's actually how it is in real life too. Like, there's certain jumps in real life you think are like impossible, and then a pro goes out there and just hucks it wide ass open and jumps like smooth over a 200-foot jump or something. So that's kind of the same comparison here. But yeah, so I mean, I thought overall it was pretty cool. It's got the kind of Sahara Desert mixed with tropical sort of vibe biome to it here. So right here, I ended up jumping that a little bit smaller there. Now, how consistent these bigger send it jumps are, I don't really know. I mean, you can hit them, but they're obviously like just, you know, pretty much unreal difficulty. It's one of those kind of, I think pretty much all of the bigger jumps on this track are going to be more of like a 1 in 5 chance of being able to hit it. Especially that one is probably like a 1 in 10 chance. The one that's like coming out of the building, that one's like a 1 in 10 chance of being able to hit it. But the one that's on that long straightaway, that one's probably more like a 1 in 3 or 4, something like that. So a couple of crazy rhythms, but you can see the Supercross elements to the track for sure. Definitely gives it that somewhat of a Supercross kind of feeling, but yet it's a fast track as well, because there's really no roughness, and you know, it's got a little bit of everything here. I feel like with the way the corners are, you can kind of hook this as far as you want to. You can even jump it all the way to there. That's another send it line on the track that's pretty difficult if you're not at least somewhat pro at this game. So but yeah, I think what really pulls together all these concept graph tracks is all their custom, like, you know, tough blocks and their custom banners and custom objects off the track. And a lot of these tracks, I think what really pulls them together more than anything is just the you feel like you're on a well-organized track. You feel like you're on something that, you know, I don't know, it's just like something about it really puts it together when they have the, like, all these tough blocks. They look like somebody's, you know, like real team tough block. It doesn't just look like somebody's throwing monster tough blocks on the track, or they're just throwing, like, you know, random Suzuki tough blocks, or whatever the case may be. It all looks like actual real, like, teams and shit in MX Simulator and stuff like that. So it just has somewhat of a cool, real feeling to it like that. But, so you can see right here, this is definitely way more of a motocrossy section. You're probably going like 50, 60 miles an hour right there for sure. And a cool little just down the slope jump right there, and then a little triple. This tough block he's got off the track kind of got that like purple blue vibe to it. That definitely makes the track pop a little bit. It's kind of crazy to think just having different types of tough blocks and stuff can make a track really come together in a certain way. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I think it's got a pretty decent little on-track decal here. Definitely gives it that almost deserty Sahara kind of feeling to the track. So I always think it's cool when you can mix certain biomes, like you can kind of combine a tropical biome with a desert biome, then it turns into like a Sahara sort of, you know, tropical-esque oasis type biome, or you can mix like a, I don't know, a woodland with a tropical biome. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can even get to a point where it's way more unrealistic. Like, I still feel like this is somewhat in a realistic realm of a biome, but you can go crazy as hell and just put like a snow biome mixed with a damn G-Force Game Ready drivers available. Thank you. Right in my video, you little shit. Okay, that went off on its own. Alright, yeah, but like, you know, you can mix like a snow biome with a tropical biome, or a fucking alien biome with a dimension biome. Like, there's no limit to it, you know? So I always thought that was kind of cool about it. Now, some of the off-track stuff, I mean, you can see we got some tree farm action going on out here on the outside, but, you know, there's little things here and there that definitely could have been done better off the track. Here's that jump right there I wanted to show you guys. So what you have to do here is, basically, it's so hard, but you gotta, okay, first of all, it's so funny how in motocross and supercross, it's all about, like, you gotta hit the first thing right to be able to hit the second thing right to be able to hit the third thing right. So it's like a chain reaction. If you don't hit the first thing right, then you can't hit any of it right. So you have to jump over all of these little, like, whoop roller, whatever they are. You can, like, I think you can, yeah, you can quad over all those, and then you jump over this all the way to this little bitty thing that's right under this banner right here. It's a very small landing. You got to jump it just perfect, but if you land right into that, then you can hook this all the way over this tabletop, and you basically do a quad right there. Then you can triple out right there. You might even be able to hit a fucking 5 all the way over this banner and land right here, but that would be risky as hell. That would be a true monster-ass jump, but you might be able to do it. I'm not really sure, but you can see what I'm saying about how you're kind of like running into this building here on some of these jumps. It was as if the dude just like never expected for somebody to be able to jump that. I don't know. It's kind of funny though, but yeah, so you got like triple to here, and then pretty smooth around the corners. So you definitely got what you would call like a very smooth, very, you know, your normal Supercross-esque style when it comes to the on-track. There is a little bit of a, almost like a rut kind of thing right there to the inside, but that's about the only place that has anything like a rut or anything like, there's not any inside ruts, nothing like that. You're just railing it around the outside berm in every single corner. Nice little, is that, what the heck is that? A MAV TV helicopter. Wow, dude. That's pretty cool. I like when people add those sort of objects onto tracks in the game. I guess there is a little bit. I said there was no inside ruts. That's like what you'd call an inside berm, you know. There is a couple of those, and even right there, you know, you could swoop to the inside and hit that inside berm. So very MX Simulator typical. You know what I mean? Like everything's more built up to the size of a berm than a rut. It's all very, very smooth in an overall sense, which is typical for Supercross tracks on this game anyway, so it's not a crazy bad thing, you know. It is pretty standard for this type of track, but yeah, just like his bigger banners and stuff over there, I think definitely look pretty cool. Whoa, good God, some tig old biddies over there, dude. Woo! I did not actually realize that was over there. Thank goodness I didn't get too close to that. I can't be censored on YouTube, dog. You know how they are. You got to keep it G-rated for a 5-year-old nowadays. So either way, so I think I gave their snow track like a 9 overall, and I'm pretty much in the same range on this track as well. I think I enjoyed the on-track more on this one because it seemed to have a little bit more flow to it. It just seemed a little bit better put together. I love some of the bigger rhythms on the track, and it was just more like the transitions felt a little bit better. Everything felt a little more fun on the track. But as far as the off-track, I mean, there obviously is some lacking elements to it. So, I mean, I still think I'm a 9 overall on this track as well, and I would say the difficulty is probably medium. Hey dudes, I'm going to be giving away a full Xbox 360 Skyrim download code. You guys will see it right here on the video for all of you that made it to this point in the video. I know probably most of you guys probably have played Skyrim or have it, but for the ones that don't necessarily have it on 360 or, you know, you're not super into gaming or whatever, you might not have it. And so, yeah, I was just going to give away that code right there. And don't forget, you guys can always donate down below, whatever amount you want to. Anything helps. I got the top donator list, top 10 of all time list, got all that down there. I appreciate all the past donators, and don't forget all of my MX Simulator track review playlists on the front page. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, add me on Steam, PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, all that different stuff is just Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. And yeah, so either way, don't forget, for any sort of sponsorship ideas, you can sponsor me. You can ask me to sponsor you, you know, vice versa on that. You can just email me at spencerturley@live.com, no space, no capital, and we can work out a deal there. So either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.